Everyone, and welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, and I would like to welcome you to your Monday motivation. A little bit of crafting to kick off the week and hopefully inspire you to do some crafting today or sometime through the week and get out your pretty things and have a little crafting session. So, welcome. And if you are here watching me live, say hello. Let me know that you're here, where you're watching from. I know some places it might be afternoon or evening, even though I said good morning. It is morning here where I am, but I know it may not be morning where you are. And if you're watching the replay, say hello as well. I love to see your hellos and your comments and of course your thumbs up and your hearts. So I love it all. So okay, I am just going to see if I can see that you're here, or your comments and all those things, as I generally do. There we go. Okay, kicking off the week, the very last day of September. Oh my goodness, I can't believe September is gone poof already. We are into fall. Although the weather has been lovely still, and I'm very happy about that. I'm a summer girl. I think I've mentioned that before, so I do love that. But tomorrow, October, oh my goodness, so many fun things about to start for the month of October. I don't have all the final details yet, but things to watch for. Card kits, our all-inclusive card kits are going on sale. Now, this is not likely to include paper pumpkin. It would just be the ones that you can see what you're ordering, and they're categorized as all-inclusive card kits. So they are going on sale. I don't know what the discount is yet. I will get all that information tomorrow and I will share it with you. But that's exciting because our kits are awesome. They have brought out two new kits every month this year. So there's lots to choose from. And there's Christmas kits and fall kits, just everyday birthday kits, beautiful kits, all sorts of things that, you know, something can't help but strike your fancy, I'm sure. So I will share those details once I have them. Also in October, starting October 1st, running for the month of October, there is a special on the starter kit. And again, I don't have the details in front of me right now, but it is a good one. It is an increased product selection. I guess that's one way of putting it. Normally, our starter kit, which is always an awesome deal, you would choose $165 worth of product and you would pay just $135. No tax, no shipping. In Ontario, anyway, there is tax in a couple of our provinces, but no shipping on that. So it's always a great deal because you're always getting more product than you're paying. So there's a bonus. But now they are giving us even more product. I believe it is just over $200. But as I say, I don't have those exact details in front of me, so don't hold me to it. But whatever it is, it's more, and more is good. So no additional cost for that. So that is coming. That's the month of October. And I, for one, would love to have new people join my team. I would love to have you join my team. There's so many wonderful things about being part of our team community. One of which is our team crafting night, which is tomorrow night. So if you want in on that, join tomorrow and I will invite you to the team crafting tomorrow night. Um, so lots and lots of benefits to joining. A discount for one, a discount on all your craft supplies. I mean, what can I say? So an awesome deal on the starter kit. Further, anything you buy after that, you get a discount on. It's just good stuff. So anyway, more details will come for that. Okay, those are the big ones. But there's lots going on. Oh, one more thing, important, big. World Card Making Day. It is this coming Saturday, October the 5th. And Stampin' Up! Is putting on a little presentation. It'll be about 1 hour in Ontario. It is, I believe, 5 or 6 in the evening, kind of around dinner time, but it will be recorded as far as I know. And so you would have the link to that. So you could watch it after that at whatever time is convenient to you. They will do some crafting using some of our ephemera packs. So wonderful opportunity to see that. You could order some and play with it and just have a great time crafting. And for everybody that does register, you have to register to get the link to that. And for everyone that does register, there's going to be a little gift sent afterwards. So make sure you register. It's absolutely free. I mean, why wouldn't you register? It's free and you get a gift. So, and some good crafting to watch. So, don't forget to do that. You can find the link to register on through my I guess through my store. Yeah, not on my website, actually, through my store. So if you go to my website, you click on the shop now, I believe it will show up there. It's not very good of me. I need to get that link and I need to get it out more publicly. Uh, I'm not sure how they've done that, but anyway, make sure you join. And if you're struggling and you need some help or you want to join and you can't find the link, reach out to me, let me know, and I will make sure I get that for you so that you can be a part of that. Okay, let's do some crafting, shall we? I have, beautiful things to share with you today. So I am going to be using the Regal Floral, Regal Flora bundle this week, and that is this one right here. So some lovely images. Sorry that when I do these videos in the morning from my cottage craft studio, I get different sunlight coming in and different shadows and things. So my lighting doesn't take away the shadows the way it does later in the day. So apologies, but anyway, I think you can see that. So a number of images, a bunch of sentiments, can you see that little texture guy? Let me bring it up a little bit closer. There we go. Look at that. I love these little, background texture elements. They're just, you can add them in just for a little extra boop, and pop of interest, shall we say. Okay, so there are dies to cut out these pieces. There are also dies to cut a sentiment shape. And so you're going to see those this week as I go through and use them. But let's get started. For today, I am using the Global Design Project for my inspiration for my card. And their challenge this week is it's a color challenge. So the colors are Blackberry Bliss, Night of Navy, and Wild Wheat. So here is the card that I've made. Well, a little hard to see my Night of Navy. So I've used the Wild Wheat Designer Series paper. I've used some of the Night of Navy Designer Series paper. And then my card base is Blackberry Bliss, and I've done some stamping in all 3 colors. So there we go. And then we have this little background piece is embossed with the eyelet 3D embossing folder, just for a little extra texture and interest. So let's make this card. This is the first of 3 projects that I am going to share this week, starting with standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. If you would like to have a kit to make all 3 of these cards, I would love to send that to you. All you have to do is place a minimum $40 order from my online store using this postcode right here. Okay, so if you want to take a screenshot or jot that down, BAA77TUH. That is the current host code. And if you use that when you place your order, I will send you a kit to make all 3 cards that I share with you this week. And if your order is $75 or greater, I will send you a package of gems, absolutely free as well. I don't include gems with the kit, so you can just decorate with any gems you want. But if your order is $75 or more, then you'll have a whole package of gems. You'll have enough gems for these cards and lots of others. So there you go. Okay, this is basic white cardstock. It is 5¼ by 4. And as I mentioned, I have embossed it with the eyelet embossing folder. Okay, so we've got that. And then we have 2 pieces of designer series paper. So right now, oh, where did my sheet go? Okay, well, I'm just going to measure this. This is 3¾ by 2, and this is 3¾ by 1½. And I want to just show you what we're going to do with these, because you may have noticed that these were on an angle. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to do these one at a time, just because I have to kind of hold them and it's a little bit narrow. So maybe I'll use my trimmer, because I'm going to assume that that's what most of you will be using, as opposed to a guillotine cutter. If you have that little guillotine cutter or a different guillotine cutter, you can use that. Basically, you just need a cutter. So I'm going to put these in and I'm going to put it into the track at the top, and I'm going to put it at 1/2 inch at the bottom. Okay, so we're kind of taking 1/2 inch off of this one edge. Now, because we're doing angles, we want to make sure we start somewhere in the middle of our paper. Okay, I'm just going to hold this down with this. I kind of have it backwards. Oh, okay, I'm going to move the cutter with my left hand. Oh, yeah, not necessarily the best idea. I think I might be okay. I should have used the guillotine cutter. It was easier. Oh my. So because this goes past the half on this side, you can do it the other way, and then you can hold it with your other hand. So, okay, so I don't have the nicest cut there. I'm just going to grab my paper snips and fix that up. You will do a much better job at this than me, I'm sure. I'm just going to trim that little rough edge off. And when I do the second one, I am going to do it the other way round so that I can hold it with my left hand and cut with my right hand. So we want to cut the same thing on this side. What do I want? Oh no, okay, so I'm doing it backwards now. So here, I'm going to go over to 1/2 on this side, and then I'm going to come down to the track. Here, I'm going to put my blade in the middle. This is a little bit small on here, not a whole lot to hold. I'm just going to push on here and hopefully it'll, yes, it just stayed perfectly. That was much easier. Clearly I'm not very good with my left hand. Not for that anyway. There are some things that I can manage, but that was obviously not one of them. So now they will just go together, and they're just going to create a pattern on an angle. And I did that for absolutely no particular reason other than when I was making this card, it just seemed like an interesting way to cut my paper, so I decided to do it. Good morning, Claire. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. We are playing with the Regal Flora bundle and the Regal Winter Designer Series paper, which is beautiful, just beautiful. Gorgeous colors, rich, deep, jewel tone sorts of colors. So I'm just gluing this down here. I'm almost out of the camera. Leaving about the same amount of border on each side and the bottom, and it's not crucial. We're not going all the way to the top with anything, so it's not like you're going to get to the top and all of a sudden you're running off the top of your cardstock, or the gap at the top is significantly different than at the bottom and it looks weird or anything along those lines, because the gap at the top is significantly larger, and that's how it's supposed to be. I don't have that angle quite perfect, so I'm just going to flip it around, and that will sit better there. Now we have a nice even gap on both sides. So there we go with that. Okay, next, and I have done all the die cutting and the stamping in advance just to save a little time. But I mentioned a sentiment shape. So this could be a sentiment shape. Obviously, in Night of Navy, I'm not stamping a sentiment on there. But this die also cuts a frame, and it does this in one fell swoop. So you can use both of them together, as we are going to. You could use just this sentiment piece or just the frame. Okay, so it's all very interesting. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue this frame down to my card flat, and then I'm going to pop the other piece up with dimensionals. So just going to put a bit of glue on this, and this is a little narrow, but it's not too bad to get your glue on. Just going to just there. There we go. And then I'm going to put this down a little bit closer to the top, perhaps, than the bottom. Again, not for any particular reason. Maybe actually, I guess this one, the other one I was putting a little bit higher. This one is pretty much centered, mostly because that's where it started to stick. So, morning, Barbara, welcome. Okay, there we go. Now, this piece, as I mentioned, I am going to pop up with dimensionals. So this is the first of 3 cards that I will share this week on my Facebook Lives, and I will be using the Regal Flora bundle all week. So you will have 3 cards that use that bundle. Of course, if you place an order in my online store, $40 or higher, I will send you the kit to make all 3 cards. You could purchase the bundle if you wanted to, or you can go into your stash and use things from your stash. You don't have to have the exact same thing. I will send you cardstock for these pieces. You could use any flower or leaf images that you have in your stash. It doesn't have to be this one. Of course, this one is lovely, but it doesn't have to be this one. Okay, so here are my flowers. I stamped those in Blackberry Bliss, and we're going to put those on with dimensionals as well. And I'm going to use just half dimensionals because this is a little wider than this, and I don't want it to be trying to stick over the ridge. You won't get good results. So, okay. Yes, something to always be aware of is your levels and if you've got dimensionals down, what's falling off an edge, shall we say? Okay, maybe we'll put this, and I'm going to put this pretty much in the center of this panel, right there. Okay, then I'm going to come in. I have stamped these leaves with wild wheat and die cut them. These are all the dies from the bundle. Just going to tuck this in. See, this is also partly why you don't want your dimensionals to be way out to the edge, because now it's super easy to tuck things in here. Okay, and then I stamped 2 of this leaf sprig using Night of Navy, and I'm going to tuck one at the top. So again, I want to make sure I just put my adhesive along this edge so that it doesn't wander off the edge and stick over an area that is 2 different heights. Oops. Tuck that in there. Ooh. There we go. Over one, under the other. I need to hold that for just a moment. There we go. And then I'm going to put this one down the bottom. And again, I'm going to let it dangle off. So I want my adhesive just along this edge. go. Okay, give that a little press. And then I have my sentiment. This thanks is also from the stamp set, and I'm just going to cut banner ends on this guy, leaving leaving some space just to make it a little bit longer, and then but I also have room for a gem there. This one I don't want quite as long because I need to tuck it under, and if it goes too far, then it'll stick out and it'll be all wrong. Okay, so here, this is already on dimensionals. This is not. So what we want to do is put a dimensional on this end. And again, I need to use a small one because this is not that large. And then I am going to put some, oh, I can pick it up. I'm going to just put some liquid glue on this end to hold it in place. Oops, don't forget to take the back off. There we go. I want to hold it in place over here, right about there. This is always tricky to see if it's straight because we got angles going on. Kind of plays with your eyes. So there is all the pieces that we want to add. Now I'm going to put this onto my card base. I'm just going to put it down flat because I already have a couple layers of dimensionals going on there. I don't want it to get too poofy, or the post office will not be happy with me. But I am using liquid glue so that it soaks into all those little crevices and I get a good stick. So, turn that over, give it a nice press. Good morning, Terry. Welcome to Monday Motivation. Kicking off the week with Regal, Flora, and getting everybody into the mood to do some crafting this week. Okay, the last thing, of course, that we need is some gems. It's not a card till it's got some gems. So these are the Opal Rounds assortment, and they have I should put this back in. I should have left this in here. There's Night of Navy. This is actually Daffodil Delight, but it's quite translucent, so it will coordinate with this wild wheat. And then there's these clear ones. So I used the Night of Navy on here. Can you see that? My light is a little funky. So it's the dark ones, obviously. But I was thinking maybe I would throw a different color onto this card. So maybe I think I was going to use these. They are, as I say, they are truly Daffodil Delight, but because they're translucent and because there's all different shades of wild wheat in here, I think it's going to coordinate just fine. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to maybe we'll the location worked okay with the last one, except that I'm like sticking things to the wrong places here. So I won't do oh gosh, where should I put this? Well, I will a little bit. Now I have yellow off of yellow. I'm trying to find what I did over here. Okay, look. So much for sticking with the same placement. I've totally messed that up already. There we go. We're doing the gems all down this side on this card. Different color, different location. It's all good, right? Well, thank you, Terry. These, I'm glad you like the colors. These colors they're part of the designer series paper package, but it's also the Global Design Project color challenge for this week. So that was sort of that was the inspiration to get started. So there's the two cards. They are they are the same with the exception of the gems, and the gems are from the same package, just different different colors and different placement. So, alrighty, let me come back in here again. There we go. I am back. So that's my card for today. I hope that's a little bit of inspiration for you and motivates you to do some crafting today or this week. And of course, I'm going to say make the card, send the card. Let's make that our challenge this week. Okay. I am sending out 3 cards from last week to people that left comments on my video and shared my video. So if you share my video, I put 2 tickets in the pot for you, and if you have commented, then you get a ticket in the pot. Um, so I will do that all this week, and then I will send some cards out next week. But I challenge you to make some cards this week. Make 2 of the same card. I always tell people don't make just one. One sheet of cardstock is 2 card bases. So just cut 2 of everything while you're at it. Make 2 cards. Then you can keep one because I know we like to keep one, don't we? We like to have the idea. We like to have the card to look at. And we do need to have a stash for when we need a card really quickly. But make 2, and then you have one to mail and one to keep. Okay. That's it for this morning. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Thanks for your comments and your love, and please do share this video with your friends so that they can enjoy it too and be inspired. And don't forget to sign up for World Card Making Day coming this Saturday. And if you need the link and you can't find it because my directions were so poor, uh, let me know and I will hunt it down for you. I'm going to try and do that and get that posted onto my Facebook page, but don't let it slip by. Knock me up the side of the head and remind me if you don't see it. Okay, have an awesome day, everyone. Bye for now.